the coach working with women in the food industry to help them to be more assertive, more confident, so that they can get the recognition they deserve in their careers without completely frazzling themselves or all the people around them. Today, I'm going to talk to you about why we often struggle with being assertive. And I'm going to do a series of live videos about this. So come and say hello if you're watching this, or give me a hashtag replay if you're watching the replay, because it's really great to know who's here and get a bit of interaction going if I can. So why do we struggle to be assertive? Well, obviously everybody is different, but the common themes that I see with the women that I work with are often we are preconditioned from a very young age, particularly as women, to be helpful, to put everybody else's needs ahead of our own, and to be kind of polite. My other half always says to our daughter, be polite and well-mannered. And like, obviously I want her to be polite, but there's a big part of me that's like, actually, I want her to be confident and assertive as well. And this isn't about bashing our parents or an older generation. It isn't about any of those things. It's about having an understanding of why we may innately feel like it's not okay to be assertive. And I think we often feel like if we are assertive, that will be perceived as being aggressive. So it's important to understand the difference between being assertive and being aggressive, because being assertive is about being self-assured. It's about getting your point across well. It's about getting people to do things for you. Whereas when it tips over into aggression, because when you're assertive, you're usually being encouraging, you're using positive language. When that starts to move across into aggression, it tends to be people that are putting other people down. They tend to be, sorry, somebody at the door. I was like, oh, they tend to be not really looking for the positive, just wanting to get, and not listening and just wanting to get across their point. And a lot of women that I work with worry that if they are assertive, it's going to be perceived as aggressive. And I would love to say that they're completely wrong and, that's all in their head. And to a certain degree, it can be. What my lived experience is in the food industry is that women that are confident and direct can sometimes get labelled as aggressive in a way that if a man was saying the same thing, it wouldn't be. So it isn't in your head. There is an element of that goes on, but that doesn't mean that you should be shying away and you shouldn't be striving to be assertive, because being assertive will really help you to get to the recognition that you deserve in your career. It will help you get stuff done. So we struggle because we are preconditioned. We are often people pleasers. We want everyone to be happy. We tend to be, and this is generalizations again, but tend to be more nurturing, want other people to be happy around us. And we also may have had past experience of being shot down but being branded aggressive, but being shot down when we have stood up for ourselves. And I think there is something in us that thinks it's nice and it's a good thing to be polite and helpful. And it is to a point. But actually, if you're not assertive, if you're not stating what your needs are, it can be actually quite frustrating for people on the other side of that. Just that whole, what do you actually want might be going on for them. Sorry, I'm making the camera go wobbly because I'm getting passionate. The other thing is the fear of the consequences. We do worry about whether people like us, and that is completely normal. We're humans and we're pack animals, and we should, you know, it is important to us to be liked by other people. But actually, if you are assertive in the right way, you can get your point across, still be liked, still look after other people's needs, and it doesn't have to be aggressive. So I'm going to put out another video in the coming days. I'll schedule it and you'll be able to see when it is. So make sure you're following me on LinkedIn. If you put that, press that little bell on my profile, you'll get notified when I post and stuff. Because I'm going to do one on the difference between assertiveness and aggressiveness. Being aggressive and being assertive, and like try and debunk the myths between those. I'm also going to talk about how you can be more assertive. What are some of the practical steps that you can take? In January, I am going to be launching Invisible to Valued, which is, I was bringing it up on the screen here, is a course that is to help you go from feeling like you're invisible, you're not getting your voice heard, to feeling really like you're valued and people are listening to you at work, feeling like you can push back, you can be assertive. So if you want to go on the waiting list, I'll put a link up for that and you can join the waiting list for that. But I probably will also do a free challenge in January as well. So get yourself on the waiting list and then you'll hear about the challenge and everything else. But in the meantime, more videos to come. If you want me to cover a certain subject around assertiveness, about getting more visible at work, about feeling more valued at work, then comment below and or send me a DM and I will cover it because I am here to help. All right, have a good rest of the day and don't forget to give me a hashtag replay.